What's going on YouTube? Superboy here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about Challenge of the Super Sons, number 13. That's right, after this, we have one issue left before the conclusion of the Challenge of the Super Sons comic. And it's going to make me kind of sad knowing that this is pretty much the end in terms of good Super Sons content for a long time. I don't know if we're going to get a follow-up series or something along the lines of that anytime soon, but only time will tell. So hopefully this isn't the last we see of the Super Sons for a while. Maybe we'll get a present day version of the book because we still do not have the July solicitations out just yet. So maybe those will come out this week and they'll reveal Tomasi writing a new Super Sons stuff. I'd be excited for that, but only time will tell. Hopefully Tomasi's on something. I mean, why isn't he writing anything right now? That's kind of gets me a bit nervous. I want him to write more stuff at DC. He's pretty much my favorite writer they have there right now, but doesn't seem to be on any titles. Meanwhile, other writers are on like 50 different titles, but Tomasi doesn't seem to be on any. So hopefully that changes soon because he deserves to be on a premier title. So let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. Max Raynor is back to do the artwork this time around. The artist who was there for the past 3 issues is no longer there, and you can tell it's his art style. It's definitely an improvement. No offense to the previous artist. I thought their artwork was fine, but I just kind of prefer the Max Raynor art style more. I think the way everything's kind of drawn, it's a little bit sleeker, and just kind of the facial expressions really pop in a more funny way, I guess. So let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. So issue opens up, we see an older version of Aurora doing battle with Vandal Savage and Felix Faust. Again, this is the present day versions they're doing battle with, or actually that's the past version. I don't know, it kind of jumps around a bit. You see Savage and Faust in the present kind of reminiscing about that stuff. But if you look at the outfit that Savage is wearing, that's like his past version. But anyways, so they're talking about their things, their little plan traps they set against the Justice League. They've kind of forgotten a few things over the years. They're like, okay, we got one more chance to make this thing right. This is the end of the Doom Scroll thing. So as we know, a few issues ago, when Damian saw the Doom Scroll, they saw that they were it was the one where they fought against or saved Aquaman against the little Kraken thing. You can see the thing kind of in the background there. And they realized that they are the next people on the Doom Scroll. But as you know, people knowing about the Doom Scroll kind of changes things, and they didn't expect to be the ones listed on there. They thought they'd end up having to save their parents, but it ends up being themselves. So then they start arguing over some things. John is really frustrated. He's like, I can't believe this. I'm still young. We're going to die. I've never even got to order beer or get a credit card or see an R-rated movie. And you just see him kind of whining in the background. Damon's just like kind of annoyed. He's just kind of thinking. He's like, okay, we got to get the hell out of here. They start arguing pretty much. And that's kind of where the real peak comedy is, with these two arguing with each other. Damien's just yelling at that. He's like, as usual, you confuse having no plan with having a plan. You don't even have a plan. You just lower your voice and speak like your dad. Dumb ideas are still dumb ideas, even if you sound confident saying them. Yeah, well, at least they don't play the constant squeaky voice. Oh, shucks. Try to lower everyone's expectations. So they're still there, and then we get kind of that turn that just kind of reminds me a bit of, what is it, Dr. Grant Ellie Sattler in Jurassic Park, where she's kind of rambling on and then just turns her head to look at the dinosaur. But Damien's face here, I don't know what it is, but it kind of reminds me of the Grinch. Like whenever the Grinch in the Jim Carrey movie turns and makes his facial expressions, that's what the face reminds me of, and it kind of fits the character a little bit too, because Damien kind of is a bit of a Grinch. So there they are. They're there with Aurora. The spell Doom Scroll has been broken. The past is returning, and the past versions of Faust and Savage, who Aurora was fighting at the beginning of this, kind of do a little bit battle. They end up destroying the Doom Scroll, and the other versions themselves get sent back through time. And all seems like it's going to be well when the present day versions of Felix Faust and Vandal Savage show up just in time for the finale. So John's like, hang in there, Roar, you're going to be okay. We won. Everything's fine now. But wait, here comes the present versions, and we are going to finally get the last issue of Challenge of the Super Sons. I got to say, I have been enjoying Challenge of the Super Sons. It's been a fun little series. I'm going to go back and reread the entire series right before issue 14 comes out next Monday. So I'll probably do that this weekend in prep for this final issue. But all I got to say is I'm very excited to see where this thing goes, how it's going to end. Will it have connections to modern day, the current timeline of things? I don't know. And that's kind of one of the big gripes with Challenge of the Super Sons is, on the one hand, they're kind of in their box to kind of do their own thing, but on the other hand, they're kind of limited in terms of story potential because John is going to be aged up. Damien's going to be stuck in that shitty Teen Titans book before he goes off into a solo book, which comes out next week. So as soon as Super Sons ends, we're going to get that Robin book, which is going to be excellent, by the way. And Yeah, so that's kind of hopefully. I really do hope that after this Robin book kind of goes on for a little bit, we're going to get the a new Super Sons related book with them in the present day with Tomasi writing it. Well, I think it'll probably be a little bit later on down the road, but one can hope, right? Or another one of these little mini Super Sons series before we get like a whole new one. Because again, I love the Super Sons. Their dynamics there, the humor's there, the artwork looks great, and it's just a fun little story. I don't know what's going to happen to Aurora. I don't think she's going to make it necessarily by the end of this thing, since she's not kind of referenced in anything else going on currently. But you never know. Maybe she'll pop up again. Who knows? We'll have to find out in next week's issue, by the way. So, yeah, overall, I did enjoy this one. It seems like things are finally starting to wrap up. We have one issue left to go. I have no clue how this thing's going to end, but I mean, the Super Sons will be safe, obviously, because other stuff kind of happens after this. But what will happen to Aurora? What's going to happen to Faust and Savage? Will this ever be referenced again? Only time will tell, but it's going to make me sad knowing that we're going to be at the end of another Super Sons book with no idea where these characters will end up in the future. If we'll ever get another Super Sons book again, I'm sure we will, but I just want another one. So I don't want it to end because I'm enjoying it too much. So, anyways, what are your thoughts on Challenge of the Super Sons number 13? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to like this video, share with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content. God, I can't even speak today. Hit the bell for notifications, yada, 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 yada. And as always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video, which will be some more comic book reviews out this week. So, yeah. Take care now. Bye bye then.